Okay, we are back for another video on Castlevania Symphony of the Night, picking up right where we left off. So, this is kind of a long area, so what we're going to do first go back over this way, watch out for him. Blade, but we all know only ever been one blade and only ever be one blade. Okay, let's see if we can get a drop from this guy. Nope, stingy. Okay. Proceeding. Maybe they'll give us something. That's insulting. I guess I did say something. Okay. So back in here, the clock room, you now can go up here. Our demon familiar is probably sitting there like, what is this guy doing? Potion, hammer, and life apple, all for the fairy familiar. Except for the potion, you could use the potion. So not all of it. The gravity boots. So this can be a little bit more, well, this can be significantly more convenient than the bat right now, or the mist. Press down, up, and then jump, and you do that. And you can do it multiple times in the air. You can also angle it a little bit tricky though. And I think it works better while you're actually in the air. Yep. So, it's tough, but you could pull it off. We're going to go back up here to the Orlock chambers. Because we need to have a conversation with Orlock. Let's see, try him again. Nada. Okay. Moving on. One of these drops some good money. Oh, it's a one-time thing. Yeah, okay. Some of them, they only do it one time, but they give you a bunch of gold. But, again, it's just one time you go back and they don't give you as much. So now we can go up here and get some goodies. Mana Prism. If you use a lot of spells and you're in a pinch, the Mana Prism will refill your MP all the way. Oops. Resist fire. I am not going to explain that. More luck potions, which does not look like a potion. Looks like a pill. I've always felt bad for the prisoners in this part. There's nothing you could do for them. Can't even put them out of their misery. They're just there. And it doesn't even seem like they want to attack you. They're just stuck. Oh, look at that. Got a drop from them. Another sub-item if you need it. The worst two-handed weapon in the game right here. And I'll show you why. German thrust sword. So it does that. That's it. You're extremely vulnerable. You are restricted to that animation. There's no way to cancel it. And it's not that strong of a weapon. Do not recommend it a single bit. Unless you want to do a really challenging run. Right now, yeah, we could stay up here for now. We'll drop down in a moment. Another Holy Bible if you like using that weapon. Iron Ball that's been elusive as far as drops go. Do that, or you could use the wolf. I almost called it a dog. That is not a dog. Only door in the game that looks like that. And obviously by now, our conversation is actually a fight. So now, he's probably the no, I guess the second tricky boss as far as trying to pull off a no-hit run. All the bats, all the skeletons, they all count as physical beings, so you can't just block them. Other than that, first form's not that bad, but avoid that. That does pretty good damage. Now he will transform, and now he gets tricky. Oh, switch your weapons. I do believe that the Holy Rod and Holy Sword deal increased damage to him. Let's do... Yeah, we could do the walk armor. Yeah, let's do that. So now he will start blowing fire at you, or he'll do that. Or this, which is not the hardest thing to evade, but that is what gets a little tricky to evade because of your, just like that little spot right above your shield. Luckily, you can destroy his arms. If you're trying to no-hit run, you're better off literally doing that. Just kind of leaning up and back down while your shield is up. Other than that, take him down. Really cool death animation. Fitting for another legendary vampire. Oh, excuse me. Oh. That was a good one. Okay. Oh, mercy. Okay, now we go up. Now I do believe this is a dead end, but again, is it a dead end? I think. Okay. Echo of that. Very important. Almost a requirement for progression. So in bat form, press your triangle or Y on Xbox. You will blast out this echo. Right now it does absolutely nothing to enemies, but you could actually empower it to deal some damage, but it will light up darkness. So there's one room in the entire game that's just pitch black, but required for progression. and that echo will light up the room. So let's go this way. Drop down a little bit. Go into this first room for a save spot. One more drop. A little passageway with some poor prisoners. Again, I wish you could at least just put them out of their misery. We now get the sword card. One of the most important familiar cards.
Are you worthy to wield me?
So that will come into play later. Once you get him, equip him. He's really awful at first. He will be flailing and attacking the air, it seems like. His accuracy is just absolutely awful. Once you level him up to a certain point, he will become extremely useful. And I mean that with a little bit of pun intended. You can actually wield him. Once you get him to level 50, he just disappears. He's very, very odd. See? Not even close to the enemy. So, really have no idea what no idea. I don't know if that was like a development issue or what, but really, really awkward. Cool little graphic here. The longer you stay, well, stay to a certain point and it gets all bloody. Still no drops. We did just have an awful drop rate. If you need extra progression percentage, because that does come into play, make sure you get that little spot there in the center. Let's use the wolf. I guess I didn't have too much further to go. Okay. That will bring you here. Another heart max up. And this next room, you have your holy water. A couple of candles. Kind of suspiciously long, huh? So, right up here, you can destroy the ceiling. Off to the right, you will get another fairy card, which did not exist in the original PlayStation version. What does she do? I don't remember.
I've waited for this since I was an egg. I'm yours, Alucard.
Okie dokie. I don't think I've ever used her. I gotta figure out what she does in this version of the game. So, this is that spot in the chapel that I mentioned a few videos ago. Now you have unlocked that. Also, now that we have the long jump, we can go back down this way. We can enter the Colosseum real quick to get that one secret. But we're going to go back into the chapel. Because as you maybe remember, we're missing some items. Yeah, buddy, you were way off. It's kind of funny. Again, I have no idea if that's a development thing or what, but he's pretty bad when you first start. Or first have him. Too bad the head smash can't break it, but that's okay. 3 shots, you're done. You now have the N demon card. Again, did not exist in the PlayStation version, but I do believe it existed in the Sega Saturn and Japanese version. Maybe in the Japanese PS version, but definitely Sega Saturn. He stands for Nose Demon.
Hey, hey, hey! How's everybody doing tonight? Wait a minute, huh? You're my master? Not much of a looker, are ya? Well, we can't all be perfect. Off we go! Woo!
Yeah. Never used him, so maybe I'll do a video on that, try to figure him out. Okay. Proceeding. Might as well do that, and yeah, just take a hit while you're at it. Again, they're being stingy with their drops. Enjoy the music a little bit. Okay. So back here, we should be okay to... Yeah, we take him out pretty quick now. Maybe we'll kill him a couple times, see if he drops. And he's being a pain right this moment, but at least we're getting paid for it. Okay. Let's proceed. I'm not going to waste my time on it. Or yours. Okay, so we did not get the little progression thing, so... Okay, we gotta go in that top corner. So you could do it with the bat. Now it's covered. Same thing with that right there. Okay, we already got that. I think we already got this. Yep. I think this is the one we didn't get. Maybe. Yep. Ankh of Life. So... improves heal item power. So any healing items that you use, if you're in a pinch, use that first, and it'll increase the strength of the healing item. Keep going, follow the corners if you need map progression, or map percentage. Nothing, okay. One more. And, oh, one more. Okay, we're good. Drop. Okay. Now you're going to do two things here since you have the bat. So, right at the bottom of this little section, you might see that on the next red room, which is a save spot, there's a little area that we couldn't get to. We could barely get through there with a mist form. So we're going to go back there, but we're going to backtrack again almost immediately. Okay, now we could use the bat or the jump or the powerful mist or the long form mist to get up here. This is probably the first place that you'll get the cross. It's not like the other Castlevania games where you throw it in front of you. It's probably the only crash item you get with Alucard. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness, okay. This is not good. Ah! Well, this... Okay, that's fine. That was odd. Now you get the skill of wolf. You can now turn into the dog, the wolf. Press down, roll to forward, and attack. And he will run. Oh, where's... Well, that's a drag. I lost the stopwatch. So, we're gonna go back up real quick, but we're gonna come back down. Ooh. Okay, use your long jump, get this over with faster. Change into bat form and fly across. Because you couldn't get this before. You have now obtained the bat card. So, what that does, it gives you a little bat familiar. And he's not too bad. He'll actually fly down and attack enemies. But what's really funny, once you turn him to the bat, it falls in love with you. And if you breathe fire, it will breathe fire too. The more you level up the bat, the more bats will actually come out in bat form. However, we want the sword. Okay. We can make this quick. We'll go down here. Oh, what the heck? Oh, wait a minute. Skill is... Nope, we don't have the power of wolf yet, so that's all it can do. And I think what the sword is trying to say there is unguard. It just sounds really odd. Okay, usually if you're in... Oh, you can. Okay. Never mind, I was about to say something stupid. See? That's how you get that platform up. It's just really tricky when you're first starting the game. There's 2 secrets that you could get while you're over here. Back at the beginning of the game. And then we'll just use the teleporter to get back. Cut yourself some time. Use the bat. As you can see, I have not pulled off that trick yet. Okay, so now, this is a really, really weird secret. Use the bat. Go through the rock one side. Then turn into the wolf. Go through the other side. I think that worked, so let's go back. Yep. Now this spot will be open. Get your life apple and the jewel sword if you didn't get it before. Really, really totally vague. There's absolutely nothing in the game that will ever tell you how to do that. So, again, depending on your playstyle, that particular one might not be worth it, but cool nonetheless. So we're going back here. If you need map percentage complete, make sure you get everything here. Not to mention that 400 gold. If you want the cross, come up there. It's right there. Otherwise, grab your life max up and your power of wolf. Make sure you go all the way to the corner if you need map percentage unlocked. Now this little thing right here is useless in the American version. Now that we have the power of wolf, we have a very, very, very fast wolf. Very fast doggo. Now, I thought I was going to do another secret back up there, but I think we got it. So instead, what we could do, are we close to any of that stuff? Not really. Okay, let's go to the teleporter. Getting those drops like crazy. But no tunics from them. We're going to the serpent. Actually, we could go here. It's closer. Kinda. So you're gonna need to go back down, but not right away. Actually, it's kind of pointless to right this minute, but you will go back down there for a progression secret. Because you're gonna go back up to the underground cavern. Hold on. I have invaders. They're pestering me. Not really pestering. That was a weird glitch. Okay. So back over here. You could use the bat if you want. Go do this area a little faster. Still no pizza. Okay, where are we? Okay, one more room. Right here. So now you are going to jump your way to the top. Now this, I think, comes back with that 400 gold. Yeah. So that's kind of useful. Good little grinding spot right there. So now you can finally go in this section. Get your clock back. If you want, of course. Now all these, this is possibly your first useful two-handed sword. Pretty strong. Nothing super crazy with it. I think, yeah, it does dashing attack. A little bit faster than some of the other ones, but very strong. I think there's one of these candles is useful. It might be this one. Nope. Nope. I lied. Okay. Here we go. So this one, each one of these is a new meal ticket. Not a new meal, but a meal ticket. Then you get your moonstone. At times, semi-pun intended, This will boost your stats, so improve status after sunset. Now, I don't know if that's real life or game time. So in this room, probably save it. And we're going to go into the next room. You're going to find this strange looking save spot. That is in fact not a save spot. I'm going to skip this, but if it's your first playthrough, by all means watch it. Now you fight the succubus. Good thing we're heavily pixelated because I think she's technically indecent. Don't forget to switch your weapon if you're under-leveled. She's got kind of a ninja-like attack there. She's not the hardest, but that's about it.
Darkling.
Again, skipping that. If you're playing on the original PlayStation version, you are going to hear some really funny sounds. Gold ring does nothing right now but where dash dash or where dot 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 clock dot dot dot. Kind of vague, right? Come back here and save. Took a little bit of a beating. Now, where are we here? Okay, we can go back down to the catacombs. However, enjoy the jazz music or whatever for just a brief moment. Okay, sorry to do that on just a video, but I'm on primitive equipment and can't just pause it and then come back. I'm actually doing this on PlayStation hardware, so I really don't, I guess I should probably edit it, but that's okay, we've already started back up. I'll keep it for future purposes. So coming back down, we're gonna drop. If you want, grab some money again. Why not? Any little bit helps. Okay. Excuse me. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, he actually hit one. Wow. Oh, pizza, finally. Okay. That's funny. I guess when you're not trying is usually when it happens. Okay. Now, we could go back to the waterfall really briefly. Nah, I don't think anything's there. I think we're good. We could go. Unless you want that little square for map progression. Completion. I keep saying that wrong. What are we doing here? I forgot. That's what we're doing. Rude. Come on. Come out of the wall. Nothing. Pointless. Again, they will not drop anything if you kill them inside the wall. Not that they'll drop anything anyways. So coming in here. Now these things do drop something, but it's very rare. I don't even remember if it's worth it either. Oh, and if you kill the bone arc first, before the little skeletons, they'll go running, and it's hard to catch them. They're very fast. So, it's best to just, if you're trying to get like loot and whatnot, or just the satisfaction of killing them, kill them first. Anyways, go in here. Got your options of some sub-items if you want. Come in here, you're gonna see some slimes. They are resistant to so much stuff. I think we can kill them with the holy rod. Or if we want to keep our luck stat, and there's a giant one right there. They're really not too threatening, but oh my god, there we go. Okay, well, again, I don't remember what they dropped, so I'm not going to waste my time. There's 250 gold right there. Every now and then they'll drop down on you, so be careful. Not super threatening, but they will. So in here, total darkness. Can't see nothing. You can either try to progress with the power of mist, or use the bat form and your echo. Don't get hit. Take your time, because you can get stuck and you'll die. Once you see that drop, it lights up the room. Keep going. Ah, strength potion. That's one of the things they drop. Another diamond that I cannot stand. Cross shurikens. Really, really strong throwing items. More karma coins. Okay, I lied in one of the previous videos. You do get more. Just didn't remember. So right here is kind of a pain because you almost get forced into killing the arc before the skeletons. Pork bun. Another new food item. We're kind of getting a little charcuterie thing going on here. Poisonous mushroom. Yeah, that will poison you, not the enemy. Tea, peanuts, frankfurter cheese. We've got all kinds of stuff right now. I may have said this in a previous video, but the meal ticket will produce a random food item. scarce, so it's not worth it immediately. But later on, much later on in the game, you could actually get something that will make that totally useful, especially if you're going for item completion. Well, we got all kinds of stuff now. 1 luck potion, that's it. I highly recommend you save that, and I will show why. So, progressing. Now, when you're first playing, this is kind of cool to just go through. But up to you, you could use the bat and just fly through it if you want. Going in here. Somebody busted down this door. It's kind of rude, but whatever. You will get the spike breaker. Another wall for you to break, and another library card. Let's equip the spike breaker. Spike breaking armor. Better defense, obviously drops our luck like crazy because we're taking off the a la carte shield. Alucard shield. Sorry, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. I want that other item they drop. I just don't remember what it is. Might be a fire shuriken, come to think of it. He tried to run. How far away is that? Actually, no. That's okay. I want to show you what that spike armor does. So back in this room, lo and behold, it breaks spikes. Cool. We are completely immune to spike damage. So, now that that's done and over with, let's save ourselves a bit of time. Use a library card. Am I freaking out, man? There it is. See if he's got anything new, which I don't think. I don't know if those were there before. That's crazy, though, that the Flame Star costs 15,000 gold for a one-use item. I don't think I would ever bother with that. Still don't have enough of the Joseph's Cloak, and that's it. So this normally doesn't show up until your second playthrough. Drops your stats, but duplicates items for the usable items. So if you are patient and you grind and you get the duplicator, you equip that and you can sit there and spam the meal ticket and it'll never stop, and you'll eventually get all the food items.
How about this?
Let's see, did we get anything we could sell? Nope. Okay. Moving on. Oh, hold on. Another secret. Probably one of my favorite secrets in the game. It's very goofy. Very gimmicky. And you could discover it in a funny accident, not, an accident where you have to run through an open rock as a dog and then go through it as a bat. Not that kind of funny. Or accidental. Totally whiffed right there. Well, for the meantime, let's get some luck back. Okay. This part I do not care about. I do not care about what they drop. So let's just blast through it. Now that we have the bat, we can avoid all this annoyance. Same thing with this one. Just proceed. Ignore them. Now, you've probably seen before, when we got the, I think it was the bronze cuirass, that there's this. This is probably one of the only rooms that actually connects with another room. You know, that technically isn't part of the same section of a map, if that makes any sense. What you could do though, because you obviously can't reach, you don't want to do anything as the bat, and he won't even go that far. I don't think the mist will too. Oh, jeez. Yep, the mist won't go through. So, do that, you will gain, I think that was a HP max up. Keep going. I think it's funny how the librarian actually reacts. Ring of Arcana. We will be equipping that. I'll show you what it does in just a moment. Very, very, very important accessory. Now we're gonna fall. We're running out of MP. You do need MP to do that jump. Increases rare item appearance. I will gladly trade the Ring of Pills for that, because we're only losing one attribute point each. Let your MP recover just a little bit. Realistically, we can go ahead and do that. Now it's recovering a little bit faster. So you will get, I think, one or two more items from the librarian by doing this. And it doesn't have to be consecutive. It is accumulative. Again, I don't know if a regular jump counts like that. But at any rate, keep going. Okay. Significantly faster than normal with that pendant on. Axe Lord armor. And we got one more thing to get from him, but while our MP is going to recover, Wearer becomes an Axe Knight. What the heck? This is exactly what it does to you. And that's it. There's no special attacks, no nothing. You run pretty fast. You don't jump very well. You attack pretty quick. He's actually pretty strong. And he does that if you stay still. Anyways. I think the only thing that might be consecutive is staying in the room. I've never tested to see if you could leave the room and come back and keep trying the jumps. So just in case, I'm going to stay here and try it that way. Okay, we're about halfway. We could try some more. recover a little bit. Entertain yourself while you wait. Chop at the floor that could do absolutely nothing, even though it looks like that will crumble. Okay, I'm about halfway. We should be pretty close now, but we'll see. Entertain yourself a wee bit. You could also use that mana prism like we talked about. I don't really find it that necessary. Although we could use that shield rod. I think one of them increased NP restoration. Let me see, which one was that? Maybe it was the Shaman Shield. Nope. Oh, nope, not that one either. What the heck was that? It's not this one, I give up. Okay, I give up. I don't remember what it is. Enjoyed the soundtrack a little bit. They did a really good job with the music in this game. And a little bit more. Close enough. I promise this is worth it. However, I'm going to make sure that it's not consecutive. Oh. Okay, hold on. I think I messed up. Okay. I forgot something. We'll proceed. I apologize. There is a requirement for the other item he drops. For now, we will first of all hurry up and get to a save spot so I can get to the next video. We will be going back to the chapel in the next video. So, fastest way is to the lion. Here we are. And I'll stop the video here and proceed to the next one. If you catch this but not the others, please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one.